Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's take a look at our weather forecast today.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax.
Hi everybody, Fox here. Welcome to Fantasy Pop Art. Grab your glass of water, your pen, your paper, your markers, your knitting needles. My brain is buffering already, so this should be a fun one. Well, it is Lemon Delight. It is my beautiful little pixie Verdi. Yes, French for green. And she's green. She's my green girl, and she's gonna be showing off lemons today. This is acrylic on canvas. I'm using the Ohuhu acrylic paint pens and another type, I think the Arteza paint pens. I'll be using some of them as well. This is just the underpainting. I like a paint pen for an underpainting. I do. I like to just throw it down on the canvas, have a little bit of pigment, move on with my life, and then pull out whatever acrylics I have on hand, which normally are dollar store, but I've gotten into the latex. No, that's not what they're called. Anywho, you know, those ones. And yeah, I should be throwing them down in a little while. So the Very Cherry collection of paintings really got me in a painting mood. I didn't record those, so those were just shown through pictures on Instagram. You can go to Fantasy Pop Art on Instagram to keep up to date with whatever project I have going on. And I have started now on the lemons. Enjoy the music, stay hydrated, and I'll pop back in and be annoying. Coming in now with the background. I thought a really nice blue would go really good with the lemons. And our top doesn't stay like pink. These are layers. As you know, as you paint, it is layers upon layers. And I absolutely do love the Ohuhu acrylic paint pens. I love that they come with extra tips because you need them, especially when you color on canvas. Coming in now with the acrylics and patchy. Whatever this was, it was patchy in the beginning, and sometimes you need multiple layers upon layers, and that's okay. Okay, I came in with a different green. I realized when this dried, one, patchy, and two, that's not quite her skin tone, and that's okay. Sometimes I don't get it right the first time. I'm blending on the canvas, as you can see at this point. And getting her skin tone just right was a whole process. I had a bunch of dollar store, very liquidy, you know, those types of acrylics. Liquitex, I think they're called. Anyway, this is the background. This is one of my favorite hues of blue. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. To me, it is the perfect sky color. And I really did enjoy it against the lemons. You see, I'm not being too precious with anything at this moment in time. I'm just slapping the paint on there. And I'm thinking at this stage that her lip color is all wrong and I hate everything about it. Okay, coming in now with the 14th coat of her skin tone. I could not get it right. It bugged me to no end. But I hope you're all having a great time with your own projects and enjoy the music. I'll be back later. flipping this canvas all over just to get the right angle to work on her, and it's coming along her little crown. You know, every pixie needs her crown. Her hair is very short, almost like a buzz, and I wanted it to look textured, and then I realized, I don't know if I need that in the end, but I really liked how overall it did turn out. I'm coming in now with, well, you know, the inking stage, which is normally one of the first stages, you know, when you illustrate, and one of the last stages when you're painting. I'm using an Ohuhu, well, the only Ohu. Oh, you can see now I'm struggling. I need to change the tip. This is where I learned that you have to change the tips, and because they get all janky after a while. But yeah, the Ohuhu so far for paint pens is the best. It's expensive for the whole pack. I have no idea what I'm going to do with like 12 different metallics, because I don't do anything with metallics, but the rest of them. So Ohuhu, please, 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 oh my goodness, if you could just make a set of whites and a set of blacks, because I use them religiously and I need just them, and I can't buy, you know, I can't spend $40 for all those paint pens when I just want black. Doing her eyes, so she is very, well, she's a pixie, so she's very pixie-like, and so she has very dramatic winged eyelashes, eyeliner, and so that's what I was doing here, coloring them in. You can tell, fabulous saturation. I toned down her lips. It was definitely a moment. That was a long pause. That was a breath. I toned down her lips. I wanted her to be a little juicy looking, but that was too, it was the wrong green. And so now with a new nub, the paint is flowing out of the pen. Oh, it just looks so good. All right, I'll be in before the end. Well, I've done the stamping stage, and of course I sign it with all the love from my black little heart. I hope you're all having a good beginning of September, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Alice in Wonderland and Wonderland coloring books are now on Amazon.